enter one of your courses, simply click its link in your course list. The first page that you see after you click a course link is the course homepage for that course. The course homepage is divided into two sections. This is the course menu, and this area displays the 5 default modules for the course homepage. To add a course module, click Add Course Module, and click Remove to remove an existing course module, or click Add to add a new course module, and then scroll and click OK. To change the position of course modules, simply click the title bar and drag it. The course menu, along with everything on this white bar, are visible from anywhere within this course. This white bar displays a home button that you can click and return to this home page from anywhere in the course. The down arrow allows you to see all of your other courses in Blackboard and jump to them from anywhere in this course. The Student Preview button allows you to look at your course exactly the way a student looks at your course. When you click it, you see entering Student Preview mode, and then Student Preview mode is on, and you're now viewing your course exactly the way a student views it. To exit Student Preview, click Exit Preview, and then you choose whether to delete the preview user or keep the preview user. Deleting the preview user removes this preview user from your course roster, and it removes any work that that student completed in your course. Keeping the student preview user keeps that student enrolled in your course roster, and it preserves any work that you did as that student preview user. You will normally delete the preview user. You'll keep the preview user if you completed work, such as a Dropbox or a test, as that student, and then you keep the student so that you can look at that work as an instructor. Let's delete the preview user, which is the default setting, and click Continue. And you are now back in instructor mode. When you delete the preview user from your course, as we just did, the dot between these two curved arrows is gray. If you leave the preview user in the course, that dot turns green to remind you that you have a preview user enrolled in your course. Let's return to Student Preview. And this time when we exit, we'll keep the preview user. And again, keeping the preview user also preserves any work you did as that student so that you can look at it later in instructor mode. Click Continue. And we're back in instructor mode, but the dot between the curved arrows is green to remind you that there is a student preview user enrolled in this course. Other students can see that student preview user, so you don't want to keep the preview user in your course for long periods of time after your course is populated with students. You want to remove that preview user as soon as you no longer need to look at the work the preview user has done. To delete this preview user, simply return to Student Preview mode. Click Exit Preview and leave your default at Delete the Preview User, and click Continue. And the dot between the curved arrows is now gray, telling you there is no student preview user in this course. Edit mode should always be left to on. If you accidentally turn it off, you won't be able to see all of the components of your course, and you simply click it to turn it back on. In the next release of Blackboard, you won't see this edit mode at all. It's being removed. The course menu is divided into two parts. The top part, where the blue buttons are, is designed for student access. Students can see these blue buttons unless you make them invisible to students. The bottom part, under Course Management and Control Panel, is where you create and modify your course. Students cannot see anything under Course Management. You can modify these blue buttons in a number of ways. Number 1, you can rename the buttons. Number 2, you can add new buttons. Number 3, you can delete buttons. And number 4, you can move these buttons to different positions. To add a new button to the course menu, you click this plus sign and you choose what kind of button you want to add. To delete a button, you click the arrow to the right of the button you want to delete and you choose delete. You can also rename this button or you can hide the button from students. To move the buttons around, you hover to the left of the button that you want to move, click it, and drag it. These 5 default modules deliver information for this course only. Under Announcements, you'll see all announcements that you have posted for this course, and you use this module to post new announcements. To post a new announcement, you click More Announcements. You click Create Announcement, and you fill in the relevant information. Under Web Announcement Options, if you date restrict this announcement, students will be able to see the announcement only between the dates that you set here. If you don't date restrict the announcement, students will always be able to see the announcement throughout the semester. When you're finished, you click Submit, and your announcement by default goes to the top of the announcement list. If you have an announcement that you want to display continuously on top, you drag the announcement above this gray bar. Hover to the left of the announcement, click, and drag. And now that welcome announcement will always appear first. To exit the announcements, simply click a button in the course menu and we'll return to the course homepage. To control how long announcement links appear here, hover over the title bar and click this wheel. By default, announcement links display in the Announcements module for 7 days, but you can choose another option right here. And then you click Submit. After the 7 days expire, the announcement links will not appear in this Announcements module, but they will display under More Announcements unless you have date restricted the announcement. If you have date restricted it, it will not appear here to students. It will appear to you only. Let's return to the course homepage. What's New displays all changes that you have made to your course content. Needs Attention displays your grading load for this course. To Do is a module for students only, and you may or may not be able to see it. If you can see it, as I can, nothing will ever populate in this module because it's for students only. Alerts shows all of the work in your course that is past due, and it also shows Retention Center alerts. If you hover over this Actions button that appears in these modules, you have several options for dealing with the information that posts to these modules. Edit Notification Settings is locked at the system level and doesn't allow you to make any changes to the notifications that you receive in these modules.